Take a chance, roll the dice, fly with the moon and stars at night. Welcome back, mwahahahahaha, or words to that effect in a strangely creepy kind of manner. It's that time when I decide to talk to the camera, and today I'm reading out a story from one of my followers here on YouTube. It says here, 3 weeks before Halloween, in a historic building that had previously been an orphanage in years gone by, photos of children in old-time clothes adorned the walls. Now it was a mental health clinic for families, and the basement and 2 floors had been renovated. Only the attic, where the children slept, remained the same. I was working late at the office, decorating my door for a Halloween contest. It was about midnight. I wanted my doorway to be a surprise. I heard someone come in the basement and looked to see if it was the cleaning crew. In fact, I checked the whole building except the attic, which remained locked. I kept hearing noises and put my phone on speaker with a friend, so if I screamed she could call for help. The noises stopped. Then I saw shadows as if from a car's headlight passing by trees. But then I realised the hall had no windows. I kept seeing shadows about 7 feet tall glide down the hallway. As I recounted the story to people who had worked in the building for longer than me, the hairs started to stand up on their arms as they gathered around me. Apparently the first woman in the morning, hated it until others had arrived. Things happened when she was alone that she would not talk about. Wide-eyed, another told me that there was a dirt cellar that ran behind my office from the original orphanage, behind a small locked door in the boiler room. Only she had the key, and she wouldn't let me have the key. So who knows what was in that cellar? Who knows? Now, the author of this story has included another bit just to elaborate. It says here, just in case this is interesting regarding the possibly haunted historic orphanage, the attic was the only floor that wasn't renovated, so it was essentially the same as it had been forever. Okay. It contained closed case file cabinets. That was where the orphans slept. It remained painted walls and ceiling in a sea foam green paint. The one time the person with the key let me see it, there was a swarm of flies all over one window with no visible cause. I wonder what it would be like to sleep there alone overnight. It seemed the activity only occurred when someone was alone in the building. I really thought someone was in the building based upon noises of doors and opening and thuds. Once I was convinced I was safe from a person harming me, I felt better. I didn't think ghosts scared me, but as the shadows wouldn't quit, even though I asked them to stop just while I finished up, I started to get more and more nervous and finishing up my project as quickly as possible. Then I ran into my car. That was the only time I couldn't come up with a rational explanation. The shadows only appeared out of the corner of my eye or slightly to the side. Does this mean anything? Essentially yes, I'll come to that in a minute. They were tall, not like children at all, and there seemed to be many. The hall appeared normal when I looked directly down the length of it. I like to believe there was something really significant in the cellar. I've always wondered. Thanks again. I hope you like the other message in the story. Okay, now there is this thinking amongst people who are involved, okay, with supernaturalism, paranormalism, that you can see energy out of the side of your eye with greater ease than when looking straight at things, because you've got the cones and rods, or the part of your vision which deals with peripheral vision and also low light level vision is at the sides, at the peripheral. So there is this thinking that these beings have some kind of like energy footprint, and you can actually see them because they're a form of light, but they're not regular light. So there may be that, so the thinking goes, parts of our primitive eye structure which is still there, which can see frequencies which aren't like within a normal visible spectrum. I don't know how much truth there is or can be to that, but I think it's interesting to speculate, because lots of people say they see things out of the corner of their eye, and there's this thinking about the cones and the rods, which deal with like is it the cones or rods? I can't remember, but which deals with like low light vision and seeing other frequencies. Now this could be something that we are currently evolving, or it could be something from our more primitive past that we needed to survive, when we're in the woods and in the caves and all the rest of that, or when hunting wild animals in the dead of the night. I don't know. There's too many damn questions, but it's a pretty cool story. Now, as far as like seeing these moving shadows, I think that's actually quite a common thing amongst people who are in these haunted environments. Yes, there's a possibility of the whole fear cage issue, whereby maybe there's wires or pipes which is like creating an electromagnetic field which is affecting like your brain through EMF, making it more likely that you will feel fear and you will see things. But on the other hand, maybe not. I kept seeing a shadows about 7 feet tall glide down the hallway. I love that line. And the fact is, other people felt stuff too, adding more legitimacy to your story. Perfect. The thing to do for all of you out there, if you're watching this, and you want your true supernatural story to be recounted on my channel, send it to me in PM on this channel or on my Facebook. Make sure it's true and it's happened to you. If you've heard it secondhand from a friend, say so and be honest. And then we'll put it out there for people in this unofficial countdown to Halloween. Sleep tight.